Hi, it's Simabin. Welcome back to my channel. We are going to be doing our episode 4 of our Occult Legacy challenge. I cannot believe that we're already on episode 4. It's insane how much I'm enjoying this game. So again, I want to thank Asphodel Moon for creating this challenge for us to enjoy. So thank you so much. But today, let me just check in on what Cassandra is up to right now. She is just getting ready for the day. This girl literally wakes up so early. But today is the official WinterFest day. After she's done getting ready, I'm actually gonna get her to go here because last episode she was over at her house and she actually got a package delivered there really late at night. And right now she's just calling her parents. So she's calling Mortimer. She's gonna talk to Bella and obviously her brother Alexander, because she is just kind of sad honestly right now, because this is gonna be her first WinterFest that she's not gonna be celebrating it with her family. Obviously Mortimer and her spent it before together, but ever since Bella came back, they've always been very tight knit, and just they've just been celebrating all the WinterFest together. But last night when she actually came home, she saw that there was a bunch of package outside of her motel room because her family actually sent her a gift, which is so nice of them. While she talks to her family, she actually got, so go here, she actually got a telescope from her dad, and the camera from her mom, and this gnome right here from her brother, which is just so funny, to be honest. So she's still talking to her family and whatnot and just telling them, happy WinterFest day, like I miss you guys so much. So she's just gonna view this gnome right here. But today she's actually got some stuff planned out. She is gonna go over to Mrs. Ross' house. She was told that she lives in the trailer home right by the mini store, or right by 8 Bells. So I think she knows exactly where that is. So we're gonna head over there and actually celebrate WinterFest with Mrs. Ross. She was invited to go over there because she tried to discuss the house with Mrs. Ross, and she was told that, if you want to know more and if you want me to really get into it, I think that you should come over and see me. So that's exactly what she's gonna do. But first, she is starving, so I'm gonna get her to grab a little bit of breakfast first. And it looks like it's actually raining today, so that's kind of sad for a WinterFest. You would think that it would actually be snowing, but not here, not in this town. So she's actually pretty stoked because, there has been many things that she found in that house, but she just doesn't know who to ask it, and she didn't really want to ask Erwin because that'll be giving too much. So honestly, she's so glad that she finally met Mrs. Ross and that she just came to the house, and it felt like it was fate for them to actually meet up with each other. So I'm pretty excited to go and find out more of what's going on. So honestly, I think we should get going. So Cassandra is actually just at the gas station right here because she doesn't want to go to Mrs. Ross' house empty-handed. So you know what? I'm gonna go inside and see if we can get something for her. Maybe like a little bit of a gift or something like that. So let's go ahead and head here. Yeah, this is the town's new gas station actually. So that's pretty cool. The old gas station behind this is no longer in service since the explosion. So this is the new thing now. But actually, I would like to see if there's anything that we can buy for Mrs. Ross. I just want to show you guys the other gas station slash garage there. So this used to be the old gas station right here, but I don't think it's working anymore. Now it's just, I think, just turned into a garage or something, and then there's like a motel here, so that's pretty cool. And I think this might also be a diner right here, and then the military base. There's another military base there. I think that might be the Air Force HQ base or headquarters base. What the heck is this? Okay, so she can't even really go in there. And just for our own orientation, this is actually where the town's mini base is. And then Mrs. Ross lives around here somewhere, so that's pretty cool. But first, Cassandra really needs to get something because she can't go there empty-handed. And you know what? I don't think I want her to be getting a fruitcake anyways. I don't think that's really something I want her. I don't know. Maybe should we keep it a tradition? I don't know. But what is this? Ooh, this biscotti looks really good. And even this, like, what is this? A fruit cup or something like that. So, oh, $91. Okay. So that's not bad. So I think we're gonna go and buy that. So we have something to bring at Mrs. Ross' house because it would be so embarrassing if we got nothing in there and she's just like inviting us over, you know. Okay. Yep. Gonna get that one. Perfect. So I think we should exit out of here. Thank you so much, guys. All right, bye. So it's actually raining right now. Oh, is that Carolyn? Okay. Hi, Carolyn. Bye, Carolyn. But yeah, it is raining right now, so she's just gonna go and go here. And honestly, I'm just gonna stop right here. It is lunchtime now, but Mrs. Ross didn't really tell her what time she should be there. But this is just the first time that she's actually looking over this place right here. And she definitely wants to check that out because that looks like a library or maybe the city hall. And she hasn't really explored around the area, so that's definitely something that we'll have to do at some point. So we are at Mrs. Ross' house now. Let's just go here and knock on her door. Interesting. She says that she lives right here, so this is pretty much where we're going. Can we go here, please? Go here. Oh, she likes this place. Hang on. Can I just see what you are seeing right now? Okay, pretty cool, pretty cool. A bunch of trailer homes here. Okay, pretty cool. All right, well, let's go ahead and knock on Mrs. Ross' door. Can we please knock on her door? Hello, Mrs. Ross? She's just literally bathing in the rain. Anybody home? Okay, someone just yelled, come in. All right, we're just gonna head in. Okay, Cassandra, what are you looking at? Oh, okay. So this is Mrs. Ross' house. Pretty cool. All right. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and sit right here because, you know, you don't want to be barging in and whatnot. So, all right, go and take a seat, Cassandra. Oh my goodness, she's got multiple cats right here. I don't know where Mrs. Ross is, but can you see through the window? Okay, she can't see anything, which is good. I don't want her to be traumatized, but where is Mrs. Ross? Oh, hello, kitty. Can we go introduce ourselves to whoever this is? What are the cats' name? Okay, so that's Diva. And who's the other one? And that's Miss Cat. Okay, Diva and Miss Cat. Hi, nice to meet you guys. So she's gonna go ahead and talk to Mrs. Ross right here and be like, hey, Happy Winterfest. And Miss Ross gonna be like, Happy Winterfest to you too, darling. And Cassandra's probably gonna be saying, oh, I brought you some baked goods that I got from the gas station because I can't really bake that much. And Mrs. Ross is probably gonna be like, oh, thank you very much. That is very sweet of you. But I'm actually about to start cooking and you're gonna help me out, right? And I guess Cassandra doesn't have a choice because she wants to talk about, you know, what's going on. Oh, so we're actually just gonna put the mixed fruit in here. Hopefully that doesn't expire soon. You know what? We'll just put it inside the fridge for now because, oh, we can't even do that because this is not her house. All right, I think they're gonna be cooking together. So honestly, I think we should turn on some music for now. Can we turn on some music, please? All right, so Cassandra is pretty much just watching Mrs. Ross cook right here because she really does not know how to cook, and I think she hates cooking, to be honest. Oh, hello, who are you? Interesting. So Cassandra just asked her about the secret lab, and she's pretty much saying the same things as the other one, and she's probably gonna be like, oh, and she also found out that Mrs. Ross is erratic. Yes, her first name is Eden, but Cassandra doesn't know that yet, so So we'll see. So they're just pretty much having a conversation right now about all the things that Cassandra has discovered inside the house. And Mrs. Eden is probably going to be like, okay, so tell me what you've discovered. So just the secret rooms in the office and in the master's bedroom. She's going to say, oh my gosh, Mrs. Ross, how many cats do you have? Mrs. Ross is probably saying, okay, honey, don't worry about the cats. They're all welcome over here. Sometimes they just hang out with me. These are all just the neighborhood cats, so don't mind them. They're usually pretty friendly. So, do you mind she's probably just asking, do you mind if I use your washroom real quick? And Miss Ross like, yeah, just use it. The door is just right there. Just go ahead and do your thing. She's gonna say, so you know what? You don't have to help her. And oh my goodness, Mrs. Ross, you have so much cats around here. I don't know. Is Cassandra okay with this? She doesn't really mind, I don't think. Yeah, she doesn't mind. But look at this. Hang on. Let me just show you guys how many cats are in here right now. This is absolutely insane. And there's just one hanging out over there. But oh my gosh. How many cats do you have? All right, I guess she's just gonna eat some fruit tart, and she's probably asking, how many cats do you have? Quite a lot, actually. Okay, so let me see. Can we do a cautious introduction with all of the cats? I would really like to know what this guy's name is because he's got a hat. So that's pretty cool. Hang on. Do we already have a sentiment with each other? Oh my gosh, look at this. So they are having a close... So they have a close sentiment, actually. Cassandra is confident she does not have to feel nervous around Eden. See, I told you the game is just... They just know, okay? They just vibe, okay? Because I feel like they're probably kind of similar, to be honest. So... And Mrs. Ross is like, oh, perfect. Fred is here. Fred? What? Cassandra is definitely taken aback. She didn't know that there was going to be someone else in here. So she's kind of like... What's going on? Okay, so you know what, Mrs. Ross? Mayor Whisker. Oh my goodness. That cat's name is Mayor Whisker. So, Mrs. Ross is probably telling Eden too, you don't have to call me Mrs. Ross. My name is Eden. Okay, he's gonna go meet Cassandra. I don't know. I think they're just meeting up at the bathroom. You don't have to. You don't have to meet her at the bathroom, but okay. But he's probably just saying, hi, I'm Fred, by the way. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. Smart friends are good friends. Look like Cassandra just befriended a cerebral sim. Cerebral sims are gifted when it comes to endeavors of the mind. They might enjoy logical pursuits or weekends spent exploring a great book. In terms of sims preference, would you say that Cassandra likes cerebral sims? Yes, definitely. And actually, oh my goodness, they actually got along. So that's pretty cool. Cassandra was really iffy about it only because it's like someone new and she doesn't really know who they are. But it seems like Mrs. Ross, or she was told to call her Eden. Eden really said, no, I think you'll like him. There's a reason why I'm friends with him, okay? So you know what, Mrs. Ross, or Eden, sorry. I'm just gonna get you to call everyone to meal. So I guess they're all just gonna have some dinner together, and oh my goodness, I'm so excited for her to get to know more people, to be honest. And I'm so glad that she actually got along with Fred. So you know what? Maybe we could all sit out here because it's really busy and chaotic inside there. And let's go and add him into our group. Oh my gosh, Mrs. Ross or Eden, are you flirting with Fred? He's probably just taking it, but it's probably not that serious, to be honest. And I like how Cassandra is very much in character, because look, she's not really talking to anyone right now. She'll join in when she wants to join in. I don't want to force her to do anything she doesn't want to do. And right now she is a paranoid sim, so she's probably not going to ask Eden about anything that she wants to discuss, which is just kind of sad because that's exactly why she's here. But honestly, you know, since she feels comfortable around Fred too, maybe she'll just ask him like about the military base there, which is just behind them, to be honest. So she's so cute. Um, Cassandra's Cassandra's probably just gonna ask him, so how long has it been in here? Like how long has this base been in here? Pretty much the same things that she already know. Well, pretty much the same question that she would usually ask Erwin, but she wants to know a little bit more of different perspective kind of thing, and he seems like the type of person that we would probably know more about the base. So what did he has to say? The local library is known to have scientists researching the Strangerville archives. I wonder what they're looking for. All right, cool. Oh my gosh, it looks like she's. What is going on over there? What is that? Hang on, let me just go check out what's going on over there. Oh my gosh, it seems like. Oh, what the heck was that all about? All right, goodbye. What are you doing? You know what? She's having a really good time, even though they're not really discussing why she went here in the first place. So, and she made a new friend, which is pretty cool. And also, um, she loved that they ate a delicious grand meal. So that's pretty awesome. Eden is an erratic sim, so her mood changes all the time and all of that. So that's probably why he feels a little closer to her. Reminds him very much of his own grandmother. Oh, sure. He's definitely mimicking her emotions just so she feels comfortable. I feel like it might be a little bit of an early set dementia, to be honest. So this is just me. This is just what's in my head about Mrs. Eden Ross here. So, oh my gosh, she has a food coma too. Okay, it seems like she's having a really, really good time, to be honest. So she doesn't even mind that, they're doing this and whatever. So, you know what? They're just gonna continue to have a conversation. If it leads up to them talking about Strangerville, that's more than okay with me. Okay, so there are new things that we need to do there, but I think we'll just continue to let them have their conversation. And honestly, Cassandra does not mind at all that they're not like having a conversation about the Strangerville. It's actually really nice because it seems like ever since she moved in here that's all she could think about and that's all she did. So it's very nice that she had people that she can have just a proper conversation with. So, yeah. Okay, so honestly, even though they didn't really get to talk about what she wanted to talk about, Cassandra really had a good time. So she's gonna be like, all right, well, Eden, I really had a good time with you. Maybe we could meet up tomorrow again if you don't mind, and then maybe we can talk about the things that we wanted to talk about. And Mrs. Ross is probably just like, I have no idea what you're talking about, darling. And Cassandra's probably gonna think, oh, all right, well, I'll still come visit you tomorrow anyways. So, okay, and she's very, very flirty, even with even with Cassandra, she is flirting with. But you know what? I think it's time to go home. And she's probably just gonna say goodbye. She's definitely going along with whatever too. And honestly, I feel like Fred would probably offer to drop her off at home since it's really late already. And Cassandra's probably gonna be like, no, I don't think you need to drop me off for anything. And obviously, Fred being Fred's like, no, I insist, I'm gonna drop you off. So that's exactly what they're gonna do. Pretty cute, to be honest. But I think Fred is gonna get Mrs. Eden to go to bed. So you know what? We're gonna send her to bed. And yeah. So Fred is probably gonna be like, Mrs. Ross, I think it's time for your bedtime. And she probably goes, yeah, I think so too. I am pretty tired. All right, so she's home now, and Cassandra's probably just thanking him for dropping her off. Like it's unnecessary, but thank you anyways. Okay, so they're actually getting along really well. So in here, Cassandra's probably just gonna ask him, how long have you known? Cassandra's just probably asking him, well, how long have you known Mrs. Ross for? And You know what? He's probably just saying, I've known her since I got here, which is not too long ago. She really did not like that we were building the base over there. And you know, I just got to talking to her and it seems like she really really likes me, but as you can tell, and he's probably saying, well, as you can tell, she is a little forgetful and she does have dementia, so don't be surprised if she forgets who you are, or if she forgets where she is. That's just how she's been since I've met her. So you know what? Cassandra's like, okay, well, that makes a lot of sense now, actually. In her head, this is what she's thinking. But thank you for dropping me off. I'm gonna get going now. I'm really tired. So, and Fred's probably like, okay, well, I'll see you around, I guess, Cassandra. And she's like, okay, well, see you around, Fred. I think she had a really good Winterfest, to be honest. She made a new friend and she found out about Mrs. Eden a little bit more. It's just very sad that she does have dementia. I mean, it is a normal part of, you know, being an elderly, unfortunately, but that is what she does have in my head. That's who she is. But she's a brilliant, brilliant sim, you know, so and we'll find that out a little bit more, but I'm just gonna get her to go to sleep and then tomorrow is gonna be a new day. We'll see what she's gonna be up to then. All right, so Cass is actually just going for her morning run. She decided to take a different route this time. I wonder where she's heading to. You know what? Since she's here already, actually, I'm gonna get her to stop jogging and I want her to go visit Mrs. Ross again since. Oh, no one is home? Alright, Cass, let's go and knock on the door and see if Mrs. Ross is home. Or Eden. I know she keeps calling her Mrs. Ross, but her name is Eden. Um, alright. Cassandra and Eden are just playing some game right now because Cassandra does need to increase her logic level, so this is actually pretty perfect. And she's just asking her about Strangerville currently. So hang on. So she said, Eden said, have you checked out the curio shop near the trailer park? I hear they have a secret inventory that might be worth checking out. Secret inventory, huh? Well, Erwin didn't really say anything about a secret inventory, so we're definitely gonna have to check that out. But Cassandra here really wants to ask Eden about the pictures that she saw and about Dr. Edward Hellstrom. So let's just go and ask her about that. Well, unfortunately, I think Cassandra left her picture book, so that's unfortunate. I mean, she is out on a run, so I mean, maybe it's on her phone, so she's just showing that picture right now. So Eden is just gonna tell her, I do know a Dr. Edward Hellstrom. He was actually my mentor when I was going through my scientist career, and there was a lot of discoveries that we made. And honestly, Cassandra, maybe we should talk to her about the secret lab a little bit more. Alright, so Cassandra's gonna say, well, I did find another picture of a woman that looks like a scientist. But I don't know who it is. I don't know if it actually looks the same. So she's pretty much saying the same thing. But I don't know if that picture looks the same as Eden. But I mean, if you can see, I don't know. We're gonna have to show her because Eden's gonna be like, well, I need to see what that picture looks like. Um, if you need me to help you out. And it seems like today is a pretty good day for her to be asking her about all these things. So honestly, I think Cassandra's just gonna go home, take a shower, get ready, and then they're probably gonna go out for dinner or something like that. Cassandra's going back to her house today though, so you know what? Instead of going out, I think that we should just invite her over to the house and maybe a lot of memories will be brought back too if they do talk about it there. So yeah, I think we'll do that. So I'm just gonna let them end their game here and then I'll get her back to the motel and we'll head over to the house. Alright, she is back at the motel now. She's just gonna go take a shower, get ready, and head home. It's pretty much her checkout time soon, so that's pretty cool. Her checkout time, I think, will be around 2 o'clock. We'll just be generous with it because we know how how the Sims is. Cassandra had a eureka moment being a genius that gave them a boost to one of their more practiced skills. Okay, hang on. If she had a eureka moment, I want her to be able to like come to terms with some things that she's been thinking about. So honestly, if she had a eureka moment, I feel like she was probably looking at the picture that we were just this one, and she's probably gonna be like, oh my gosh, is that Miss Ross? Is that Eden Ross? You know what? I think so. So, are we able to? Okay, she's gonna say Eden Ross question mark possible. Okay, perfect. So now, every time we should hover over here, which is not doing it for me because her toggle effect or her headline effect is not there. So that's Eden Ross now. That's who we're thinking of. But still, we have to figure out who these two other people are, and which we'll probably discuss with Eden a little bit more. I think we should start packing up there, Cassandra. I think it's time for you to leave. She's just gonna put everything in her inventory. I don't know how she's gonna transport this, but she's also gonna put that in her inventory. And she's probably just gonna get rid of this. So we can pretend that we got rid of that. Pick up your suitcase. Just in time for you to go home. Pretty cool. I love that. Okay, so, and I definitely want her to take a selfie as well. She's so cute. She's probably pointing at this and being like, this is where I stayed. Okay, let me. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know that she's still wearing braces. We definitely have to get rid of that at some point. But look at how cute she is. She's just taking a picture of her views as well. So, alrighty, we're at the house now, and Carolyn just greeted us over here. Don't really know what they're up to, but they're gonna head inside and they're definitely gonna give us a quick tour. Carolyn's definitely gonna give Cassandra a quick tour of her new place. So this is pretty much the office space now. Not much has really changed in it. It's very simple, just what Cassandra wanted. So nothing really changed, just a little bit of furniture. This one is actually what it was originally. Carolyn just cleaned it up a little and gave it a little bit of a carpet as well. And then in here, nothing changed, just no laundry because I decided not to because that'd be too much for me and for her. And for the kitchen, the only thing that I've changed really here are the cabinets and the stove because I didn't really like what the other one were looking like, and I really love how this looks as well. So to me, this is pretty much the highlight of the renovation. I really, really love this. Her mom really went all out and gave her all of these stuff as well, like the vase and all of that. So I feel like that's definitely her mom's doing, and I honestly love it. It looks like a mini shrine for some, I don't know, some devil worship or something. She is a goth though, so makes sense, you know. Can we like give her a hug or something for doing so amazing? Thank you so much. I love this. Awesome. And the only thing that really got added on is honestly like the bathroom and stuff. It's all just different walls and flooring, but nothing really changed on it, to be honest. So I'm not even really gonna show you that what I just did, but this is gonna be the guest bedroom, so that's pretty cool. I'm just gonna turn this off. Cassandra here is just appreciating Carolyn. You know, you did such a good job. Did you get paid at all? Like, did my dad already pay you? She's asking because obviously, like I said earlier, was all her parents that funded this whole thing for her house. So what a lucky girl, right? So I feel like Carolyn is telling her that I don't know if you're aware, but there is a door behind this closet. couldn't get it to open, but it seems like there's a little bit more hallway going inside. So I'm not too sure what that is. Maybe you need to call the person who sold you this house, but I don't know. Maybe it's something that you'd be interested to know. I just thought I'd let you know. Well, you know what? Well, thank you so much, Carolyn. All right. Well, I guess I'll look into that. Cassandra here is just thanking Carolyn again and being like, thank you so much for what you've done. This is so amazing. I'm definitely gonna tell my dad to recommend you to all his friends and all of that. And honestly, I feel like she's probably gonna express her admiration as well and just be like, you did so well. This not what I was anticipating, and you just went above and beyond. So Carolyn is definitely pretty excited about that. But anyways, all right, Carolyn, I'll see you around. Bye. Come by anytime, okay? Okay, hang on. Let me just go ahead and let her use the bathroom because it seems like she really needed to pee. And then I definitely want her to change her outfit as well. But Cassandra, do you have a moment to chat? I've got the wildest story to tell you. Okay. Aw, she's probably saying hi, Dad. Well, I just finished talking to Carolyn, and she finished the renovation at the house. I would really love for you guys to come out here and see what she's done so far, because it's honestly pretty amazing, is what she's just telling her dad. But I wonder what kind of wild story he's trying to tell her right now. So it's pretty interesting. But all right, go use the bathroom and whatnot. But I love it. I love it so much. Oh my gosh. Anyways, so I'm also gonna get her to change because I would really love for her to prepare some dinner for later on. We should definitely go ahead and call. Let's go ahead and call Eden and see what she's up to. Maybe she can come by for dinner so they can discuss a little bit more of what they were talking about. So let's go on and call her and then go downstairs. So she can't really make a lot right now. She's not very good at cooking, which is kind of understandable. So you know what? I feel like she'll probably have some frozen dumplings. So we'll probably do that. And then we'll also go ahead and make some salad. And we have some wine downstairs still. So she's probably going to serve that as well. All right, Miss Ross is here. Come on in. I think she heard her, but she's just gonna go straight to the kitchen. I hate cooking. Cassandra can't stand this. When will this torment end? Sims who are doing something they dislike are susceptible to fun reduction. Aw, it's okay. I think it's because she's never had to cook anything in her life. So you know what? Maybe we can ask her for help, and maybe that will make it a little bit better for you. Hang on. All right, well, Cassandra's cooking here. I just put everything out here, and I think Eden is gonna help her out with cooking as well, so to make it a little bit more tolerable. But I feel like Cassandra here is just telling her, well, these are the pictures out here in the corkboard that I saw in the secret rooms that I found. Do you want to take a look at them and see who these people are? So we're definitely gonna go and let's see, let's view this, and then let's go and also view this if we can. All right, and I feel like, so Eden is viewing this picture right here, and she says, oh, that's Dr. Edward Hellstrom, the one that you've been looking for. So Eden's gonna say, well, that's me. That's me when I was younger. That's me. And you know what, Eden? Okay, well, and Cassandra's just gonna tell her, well, that's what I was actually thinking of, because it does look like you. And Miss Eden is probably just, yeah, exactly, possible. You know what, I can confirm to you, she probably picked it up and looked at the back and says, you know, I can confirm to you that that is me. So you could say that. And this is Dr. Edward Hellstrom, the one that's turned their back. And that is George. George is the one that lives on that, George lives by that crashed airplane. Do you know what I'm talking about? Eden is saying. And this one is just what we were working with, that before that secret lab had an explosion, is what she's gonna say. So honestly, Cassandra, so now you've got a little bit of a answer. So we know who Dr. Edward has, who Dr. Hellstrom is, and we know who that guy is at the back there. And Cassandra's probably telling her to, oh, I saw the notes there as well if you want to give them a quick read. Eden is going to say, this is Edward's writing. Where did you find this? Cassandra's just going to say, well, I found it in the attic on the first secret room that I found. And you know what? Maybe this is meant for me to find you, maybe? Maybe he knew that someone is coming. I don't know, like, why would he leave me these clues? And Eden's probably just gonna be like, well, that's very interesting. And Cassandra's just gonna say, this is what I found, the first note that I found for all the clues, looking for the secret rooms. And it seems like it was meant to be that I found it because it was put behind the mirror there. And Eden is just gonna say, that is very, very interesting. And then there's also this one. I think we're pretty much done cooking, and Cassandra's probably just gonna tell her, I'm so sorry it took this long. I'm not very good at cooking, so please excuse it if it doesn't taste that good. And Miss Eden's probably gonna say, I'm sure it's just fine. So let's go ahead and serve it over here. All right, they're just eating dinner now, and honestly, Cassandra is just asking her about all the ideas that she's been coming up with, and she's just gonna say, I think Dr. Hellstrom might be leaving me the clues to find you, and maybe, I don't know, maybe he's asking me to do some things. And Eden is probably gonna ask, well, what kind of things have you been doing so far? And Cassandra's just gonna probably admit to her that she's afraid to admit these things because she might just be paranoid. So honestly, she's probably gonna say, confess that she's socially awkward. And I feel like that's her saying, well, I don't know if I can say these things to you, but I feel like I could trust you. And she's definitely gonna share some conspiracy theory, because Eden is asking her what she's been up to and all of that. So Cassandra's probably just telling her, well, I've been snooping around the secret lab and I've been finding some files there and trying to open the door. And Eden is probably going to say, oh, well, okay, well, that's very interesting. Well, have you found anything so far? And I feel like Cassandra here is just gonna say, no, well, I have to collect a bunch more files. Well, I'm trying to figure out how to open up that secret lab. And Eden is probably just gonna say, well, maybe I think you need to team up with someone else. Maybe other people's expertise is gonna help you out with whatever you're trying to solve. It's just so unfortunate that I can't pour this glass of wine for some reason. So we'll just leave it at that. But Cassandra here is just going to ask her a little bit more questions, even though it's kind of late. All right, Cassandra's just going to say, I don't know if I'm supposed to be telling you this, but scientist to scientist, I guess, we have those plans at the lab now. And Eden's just going to say, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised they stole all of his work. And Cassandra definitely piqued her interest, and she's just wondering, what do you mean they stole his work? You mean Dr. Hellstrom's work? And Eden here is probably just telling her, yep, that is all his work, that's all Edward's work, and they stole it, and he passed, I retired, and I guess it's somebody else's work now. So you know what, that's very informative, Eden. Well, all right. All right, well, I don't know. I really want to ask her to stay the night if she wants to, but I don't think that's going to happen. Well, you know what? I can't really find the asking to stay the night thing, so she's just going to say, if you'd like, you can stay the night if you want. I don't want to bombard you with any more questions. And, oh, hang on, Cassandra, please clean up first. So Eden's probably gonna say, no, I don't think I should stay the night. And Cassandra's definitely gonna insist because it is almost 2 o'clock in the morning, miss. So I feel like you should definitely stay the night. So she's just gonna clean up over there and possibly pack up all of her things. And I think I'm gonna let them turn in for the night. If Eden wants to stay over, then she's more than welcome to. If she wants to go home, then I guess we're gonna call her a taxi. So that's completely up to her. Cassandra's gonna leave that up to her. But I think she definitely discovered a lot of things now, and I feel like they're probably not even going to sleep yet, to be honest. They still want to keep talking to each other, but I think I'm going to end the episode right here. That's been a very, very fun one, and Eden here has been a great help to us. So I hope to see you guys back here again for the next time, and I hope you enjoyed this. I shall see you on the next one, and let me know what you think. So, bye!